Old enough to have been in this before the whole social media aspect of music, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What are the benefits from the old school and the new school? We'll call it for lack of words.
Benefits
Like
now versus
yeah. Do you think like the internet's way more helpful, way more easier, or did you prefer the old school way?
it's got its ups and downs. You can reach more people, but when you have that big of a reach, and everybody has that big of a reach,
The last two
it
words
just
are
becomes a big flood of shit.
Yeah.
When I was, in bands in the '90s and shit, we, to advertise, we would flyer, fucking print, 1,000 flyers and go fucking put them up on fucking telephone poles and, whatever. We go, we would print tapes or cassettes or CDs, like the fucking, we used to have a CD burner. Back then it was
why
like
you
$300-$400
using
for a
8-tracks?
CD burner. We print little demos and fucking hand them out at the mall and shit, with the flyer and try to get people to come out to the shows. So everything was more by hand and personal. Now with Facebook, you can just type something and hit post, and it fucking goes to hundreds of people, but 90% of those people are going scroll. Scroll. Nobody gives a fuck. There's obviously a handful of people that will see it and actually click on it and listen to it or whatever the fuck you're trying to do. But everybody has that ability on social media as far as accessibility. It's flooded. You have to set yourself aside from everybody else.
Right. Now, do you think, like, it's just a thought in my head, do you think that they have, like, it's kind of a scene killer almost, because before you really worked your scene, your area, because you were real, it's personal, it's handshakes, the people are right there. But now with social media, everyone's kind of gets past that and tries to get out there to everybody else. You know what I mean? And therefore it hurts the scene. Would you agree with that?
No. I don't know. I don't know if it hurts the scene. The scene is it depends on which scene you're talking about, I guess.
Like if it was a local scene, your city, your county, or whatever, you hit a lot of the local bars and stuff, and you built up from there. But it seems like people will hit random shows now, but their focus is more on trying to hit other states, touring, and stuff like that.
Right.
To where they really have like no home base. Do you think that's beneficial?
You got to get out of your own city, first of all. You could be a hometown hero. You could have, hundreds of people come to your show in your hometown. And the minute you step out of your state, nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
So, being popular in your own city, I don't know if I'm actually answering your question, but
it's all good.
It's cool. I mean, it's obviously, it would be great, to have that many people show up at your hometown. But at the same time, the goal you're trying to accomplish isn't really being met because you're just, in your own little bubble. You know what I mean? So I'd rather try to get out as much as I can, try to spread out, and because there's people are going to like your music in all states. If you get out.
No.
Right.
Like I said, I'm not even answering your question.
No, definitely. It was the opposite of how I was looking at it, which is awesome. Like, you answered it really good. Because, like me, I come out of the punk rock, like little scenes and shit, where everyone's kind of helping everybody, and it was mostly all the love and shit. And there's issue, we deal with it in the mosh pit. It seems to be far different from hip-hop, so it doesn't, like, Wisconsin, Colorado, they got good scenes, just to mention a couple, where there's a steady amount of quality coming out of these artists, with a few of them that are exceptional, That's kind of what I'm meaning, like, with scenes and stuff. But what I'm trying to think on is, with hip-hop, it doesn't seem like yeah, state, a county, it really represents itself anymore. You know what I mean? Is that making sense?
Yeah. I don't know if I want to put myself into a hip hop category.
Right. Which I wouldn't. You know, you're your own thing for sure.
Something else I've noticed that doesn't happen anymore in San Diego, but when I was growing up, we used to go to shows and there'd be like, 3 or 4 different genres of music. You
right.
Go out and club out here back in the day when I was a kid was Soma, or the Soul Kitchen, a couple other all ages spots that were, Soma's hence like moved multiple times or whatever. But I remember going back to the one when it was downtown and it was like totally like just almost like a cave. And there were shows where they had 3 or 4 different genres of music.
Right.
So you have like a ska band, a punk band, a death metal band,
No, absolutely.
So you get a good variety, and you'd always come across something you didn't think you were going to like or didn't expect to see, versus going to a punk show where you have 5 bands, that all sound like
right.
The same sound, and it's no disrespect to anybody, but
we heard that in the 80s. We heard it in the 90s.
Yeah, I miss the days of going out to shows where you didn't know what you were really going to see. It was like now you go out and you're like, oh, it's going to be a punk show.
Right.
Or it's going to be this, or it's going to be that. We did a show before we left for Boston, actually, at the Marrow, and it was a group called Swiss Rolls, local band, super fucking talented people, completely different than us, completely different than anything else we were doing. And then another band called Freak Show, which is completely different, and then us, and then another band called the Bathwater Babies, like some, 70s style punk rock shit. So it was like 4 different genres of music all together, and it was actually really cool to see, or even be a part of it at that point.
Right? You guys actually turned me on to the Bathwater Babies. But I want to go back to what you said. You said the Soma in San Diego, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, it was like a cave. The whole bathroom was graffitied out and shit, right?
Oh my god.
The whole hallway was graffitied
right?
out. Yes, sir.
Exactly. My first concert ever, 1995. I smashed him. 1995. Guttermouth. No Doubt. Sublime.
Yep. I was there. I was fucking there.
That's no shit.
They actually kicked out the bouncer.
Dude,
the bouncer that got into
really?
There was a bouncer that got into a fight with somebody in the mosh pit, and the Guttermouth guy stopped the show.
Yes.
And he said, "Get the fucking guy out of here!" And they wouldn't play until they actually escorted the bouncer out of the building.
Right. And then they also had. I'm fighting with a dog behind me.
It's only a 3-month-old dog.
Fucking damn dog. So, yeah, and they had Guttermouth got all those guys up there. They had like 3 couples get on stage, and they had people spitting on them. And whoever stayed up there the longest got to win like a bunch of CDs and shit. And then at the same time, they had the whole Soma was one huge ass fucking mosh pit. Just fucking that was my first concert. I was like, what the fuck?
Gross, spitting.
Right? Dude, this dog, god dang it.
You just gotta think for things that move.
Yeah, dude. I got a moth flying in the house. The dog's after it. Yeah, No Doubt was actually punk rock back then. By then I was so wore out already from it. I was like 17 years old. Didn't know what I was witnessing. Right? Sublime comes on, and I went with 2 Mormon missionaries and some waitress that worked with my mom. They took me out for my first time. I'm like, okay, cool. So we get up to front stage and stuff. I'm like, who's this fat guy carrying out his own equipment? It's fucking Bradley Knoll. They're like, no, dude, that's the singer. I was like, what the fuck? I remember Bad Fish and like maybe 1 or 2 other songs. And then in the mosh pit, this big old Samoan dude just leveled me. Just dropped my ass. Like, I inhaled myself. He hit me so hard. And before I knew it, the Mormon dude, one of the guys came around, was going to smash him. Dude turned around and headbutted his face. Split his eye open across like this. Dude, blood everywhere. We stay like 3 more songs, go to Denny's, get kicked out of 2 Denny's, because dude's just bleeding everywhere. And I was like, dude, I'm hooked. I am hooked to this. I don't know who these bands are, but I'm hooked. And then listen to Sublime's 40 Ounces of Freedom all the way back to San Bernardino. That's my claim to fame.
There you go.
Right? I miss those times. Like, those shows were really cool. You never, like you said, you never knew what you were going to see, what was going to happen. They were awesome shows. You know?
Right.
But unfortunately, in my area, they stopped doing a lot of punk shows after they rioted in San Bernardino for the British invasion show. Huge ass riot, dude. There's punk rock kids running down the street with rims. 1 rim stolen from the rim shop, just running down the street with this rim and shit.
What was his first concert?
What was your first concert, bro?
You want to know my first concert?
Yeah. I'll tell you my second one. It's embarrassing.
My dad took me, when I was a kid, he took me to see Aerosmith and Skid Row.
Oh, badass.
My
Badass.
dad was cool, dude. He took me to see Judas Priest and fucking Megadeth and Testament. When I was in high school, he got me fucking 4th row tickets to see Metallica when they were out here.
No, nice.
My dad was cool, dude.
My first concert was Chuck Berry and Little Richie.
Living Dead Girl's first concert with Chuck Berry and Little Richard. You call it
Little Richard.
She's calling him Little Richie.
Little Richard, whatever. I was like 13, 14.
13, 14?
Yeah, I was
That's
so
awesome.
little.
That's awesome. Now, here's my embarrassing one. Second concert I ever saw, Kansas and Styx. Just because I wanted to go to another show. Crappy show.
Cool, dude. It could be worse.
Oh, it could have been. But it was just a crappy show. It's a big pavilion. They do Ozfest and shit there all the time, you know.
My second concert was Backstreet
It was just
Boys.
crappy. Her second was Backstreet Boys.
Could have been Jimmy Buffett, I guess. I mean,
With Jimmy Buffett.
Why did I like Jimmy Buffett?
She likes Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, he's got some songs. Like, I don't know. I like punk shows, but I realized I got a lot older because after you go, they did a redo to that British invasion show, but they did it in Winchester, which is out in the middle of nowhere. Like, there is nothing out there. Nobody to riot and do anything. Came home, my whole arm was black. I mosh pitted the whole damn day, dude. And since then, I get in the pit, but I'm just not staying in the pit that long. I got old.
right.
I came for the damn music, not to get fucking beat up on. But there is no better feeling than locking arms with another person and just fucking slingshotting through a pit. That's the shit. All right, brother. Let's play a game of Would You Rather.
Fuck. Alright.
Right? Yeah. There's one serious question, there's one run back question, and there is 3 that, well, they're fucked up. I'll just say it, they're fucked up. Alright, so you get to pick the numbers in the order or whatever. I don't know what's under what number. This is high-tech stuff. You'll see it next year out on Amazon. $200. High-tech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's that?
Am I picking a number? Is that what's happening?
You're picking a number, 1 through 5.
Go with 4.
I used to mix the numbers. I used to mix the numbers up on the board, but then I thought people just thought I couldn't count. All right, this is pretty nice. You know, I'm going to involve at least one person from cult music in this. I went with the safer one because he loves me no matter what. Okay, you look so serious over there, Jay.
I'm scared. You got me all fucking like scared here.
Right? All right. Would you rather get a tattoo of Betty White riding a sheep or get a naked full body massage from Brando?
Dude, Betty White tattoo all the way, dude.
Right? On a sheep. I was like, dude, her on a sheep would be cool. Curly hair.
You just got wrong too. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
Okay, so I did do my counting wrong. The 4's before the 5. Okay.
The 5's
Dyslexia.
before the 4.
Well, the 2's before the 9 plus 1 equals 3, so explain that to me. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, pick a number, bro.